Get up in here and talk to me, fellas. Get up in here and talk to me. The PayPal and the Cash App links are definitely in the chat. The Rumble and the Patreon links are in the chat just as well. When you go over to Rumble, fellas, remember KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker on Rumble. KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker on Rumble. Go and join. Go and follow. I'm there. Get at me in the Patreon just as well. Excuse me, fellas. Throw horse and shit. Be working out. Gotta go do another session when I'm done with this. But KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunker on Rumble. And on the Patreon, fellas, remember, join the 7-day free trial, which includes a $5 and $10 tier. The 7-day free trial, which includes a $5 and $10 tier. Before we get off into this, what do we do, fellas? What we do best? Wrists, elbows, knees, feet, shin, and everything to the back of our neck. Hold them down, lock them down, submerge them down. That game. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you're going to get it down your phone into your ear. Our ear candy gang. Big facts. Pedro in this building. What's good? The new era of music. What's good, Casey? Yeah, we in here, fellas. I got this video up here, and I'm going to speak game on this video, and I'm going to bring it to you all the way out, fellas, because this shit need to be heard and need to be talked about, because a lot of you guys are running across women like this, and they try to normalize this behavior and have you think that it's cool to be soft. It's cool to be gentle. It's cool to open up. It's cool to just sit back and let your bitch become your therapist, and just kick back and tell me everything what you got going on in life. It ain't. Don't be afraid to cry. Don't be afraid to ball up. Don't be afraid to uh, um, express yourself in a like a metrosexual / feminine tone. Don't do that, because your woman want to know if you're vulnerable enough so she can read you, and fuck all that shit, fellas. Nah, you never go out like that. And before we get off into this, fellas, get at me in the Gmail, railsfargo12@gmail.com. Get at me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at the Real Rails FA1. Remember, fellas, fair use, enjoy the show. And once again, hit that notification bell. I always got to say this, fellas. I got to say it over and over, because I get this all the time in the comment. Please hit that notification bell, fellas, and refreshing it every 2 to 3 days, fellas. The super chat and the membership buttons are on. Let's talk about this. Shouts out to Pedro and whoever else gonna come up here. Let's get this shit going. If the sexual attraction isn't there, they'll run this on you, fellas, and they'll make it cool to where you will believe that it's okay. And guys, it's that whammy, it's that wet box, it's that sex, it's that monkey that they get you attached to. It's that head, it's that if you into that brown eye, it's all that, fellas. You may have certain fetishes on the body, fellas, and she'll let you captivate every inch and every second of that fetish that you got within you off her, fellas, just to open you up like this, fellas. You must understand, sex don't mean things to them like it mean it to you. It don't mean a lot to them like it means to you. You are the means, fellas. Whether you coming off your finances, which I don't advise you guys to do, your network, your support system, or whatever the case may be, your care, your love, your concern, your support, everything, you know, everything falls within the man who's out here making things happen, within the man who's out here making ends meet, within the man who's getting his bread together. Everything falls up under that man. You know what I'm saying? And if you the dude that just barely surviving in life, and you a man that's just barely surviving, and you trying to make ends meet, you may be taking up a couple jobs to bump, bread across or whatever the case may be. You are still the means, fellas. Remember that. A woman's sex is what she got to display. A woman's sex and how she sex you and how she lets you take advantage of the sex with her is what she got to give you, fellas. And if you can override that mentally, if you can override those desires physically, and know that you are a sexual magnet to every other bitch, just this, exception with this one bitch or whatever, you might think that you got it with her, but you don't know that you out there, like, you don't know that you got it all the way in you to where you just a sexual magnet for all these women. You don't know these things, you know what I'm saying? But once you get into that realm of knowing these things about yourself, fellas, then you can't be stopped. Now let's get to what Pedro's saying before we get to this video. Pedro, you what's a show that's what? You what's a show that hasn't exposed betas and simps. South Park. They always go after influencers, religion, even as far as having Muhammad. Any actor, but never on simps and relationships nowadays. South Park. I never really got into that. That's like that little cartoon thing. I remember when it first came out, they had a little movie to it back then when I was like 18, right before I went down. Like a year before I went down. I remember that shit like 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. And I remember that shit. You know, I was high as fuck watching it and shit had me rolling. That was back in the days, but I ain't been up on it since, so I never caught up on it and shit. I remember they had Isaac Hayes playing as the chef, the black dude. But Isaac Hayes been dead for a minute, so I don't know what's up with South Park no more. So I have to check it out, Pedro. I ain't seen that in a minute. But let's talk about this shit here. And shouts out to Pedro. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about this shit right here, fellas. Check this out. Look what her name is, Joy Taylor. Joy, where she's supposed to be dating Stephen A. Smith. Listen to what she's saying, fellas.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties, or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in.
Look this bitch. And a sucker go for this shit. And a sucker will go for this shit like a motherfucker. If you ain't got no female friends, I can't date you. And she's trying to speak in the realm of her friends and the women that walks in her like and women that follows her or whatever. And she's gonna get a shitload of influence. I mean, women that follows her influence when she's saying these things. But fellas, a real man don't fall for this shit. For one, fellas, you will never be a friend to a woman. Why you think the game? I don't look, fellas. I'm gonna break it down to you. I always say the game is God. The game is connected. The game is within everything. It's around you. It's in everything you do. And you must understand the game is set up how it's set up. You can't bend it. You can't break it. You can't fold it. You can't blow it. You can't knock it down. You can't do nothing to the game because it's going to stay where it's at, fellas. The reason why you play that friendship role, be her friend, you be her platonic friend, you be that motherfucker on the side that she can communicate with and shit of that sort. She can go and chill with, vibe with. When you know that you got this sexual chemistry and you got this sexual intensity for this chick and you be her friend, fellas, guess what? The game gonna go against you. You're gonna get friend zone. Don't that make sense? Don't that make sense? She's not gonna be sexually attracted to you because you are a friend. You're acting in the friend realm. So if you listen to a woman tell you, I can't date a man that hasn't had female friends, that haven't broken down his categories of women. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got my auntie here, that has broken down his categories of women. I can't date a man like that. He got to break down his categories. He got to have his auntie, his friend, the girl, the sexual things. That's so he got to categorize them all together and treat them all fair and nice. What? The fuck? Stephen A went for this? This right here should tell you who Stephen A is and what he signed up for and what he's putting up with. No wonder why she was tipping over, hugging up on a rock and doing all that shit, right? Was this her? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this was her in that video I dropped, right? No wonder why Stephen A was so easily to influence her to jump on his bandwagon and leave Jalen Rose, right? Okay, Stephen A was that platonic friend in the background. Stephen A played the friendship role, fellas. This is telling you right here. Stephen A was that motherfucker back there playing a friendship role. When she come out and she start talking about Jalen Rose and their ups and downs and their fights and their disagreements and agreements and how much he makes me sad, how much I hate him. And Stephen A was right there listening to everything. Stephen A was that motherfucking ear. Stephen A was that motherfucking shoulder to cry on. Then when she got in her form of needing the beta, someone that's going to support her financially, someone that's going to be there for her when she go through her ups and downs and when she go through her trials and tribulations, someone she can point finger and put the blame on the bullshit on. Stephen A is that man. Because Stephen A set his motherfucking self up for that. She's telling you right here, fellas. And listen to these women, fellas. Don't bring no bitch into the fold thinking that you can change the way she thinks or thinking that you can change the way she's going to maneuver around you and think you know she can change the way she's going to treat you. No, 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 fellas. That's why first impression is best impression. The vetting system, the programming, they said you want to quarter out to jump into a relationship with her. All these kind of things, sending her through that training. All these things need to be applied, fellas. It got to be applied, because if you pay attention to those red flags at the beginning, then you won't have to go through this. See, a lot of guys will look at this and they'll try to meet this bitch's standards. They'll try to qualify for what she wants just to get laid or just to be in this bitch's good graces. They do that shit. And they will do that. They don't care. Like, share, subscribe. Y'all hit the super chat. Hit the membership button. Like, share, subscribe. Go join that Patreon. Go join that Rumble. KC the Red Pill Alpha Debunk on Rumble, fellas. The PayPal and the Cash Apps links are definitely in the chat. Let's get this shit back going. Yeah. Real game. She will normalize this shit for you. You know, and a lot of women. I had this tried on me, fellas. I don't know how many times. I can't even fucking count. I can't count. I done ran out of shit. I think I done ran out of numbers. How many women, you know, that's how many women you got to approach, fellas. That's how many women you got to get up on out here to make things happen for you. The majority of women you run across, fellas, is going trying to butter you up with this kind of shit. Don't go for it. Let's listen to what else she's saying.
In your life, if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're
what the fuck you mean only getting advice and information from a man is terrifying? Fellas, this the gaslighting. She's going to have you thinking you doing wrong. She's going to have you thinking, you know, she'll have you thinking that you're, you know, damn, am I tripping? Should I take a woman's opinion and perspective in consideration? She'll have you second guessing your shit, fellas. Real game. They will have you second guessing your shit like a motherfucker. You don't take no. Come on, man. A woman gonna gas you up and butter you up, fellas, into running the way they want you to run. They gonna have you in a form the way they want you to be in. You know, this is how it is, fellas. They gonna want to line you up like they want to line you up because it works best for them. So they're going to tell you these shit. They're going to tell you shit like they're going to tell you things like this. They're going to tell you not to talk to your father. Your father tripping, your brother on one. Or you went to go see your counselor. You went to go see your mentor, your pastor. Oh, shit, they tell you. And they'll turn that shit against you. I mean, they'll have you turn against your own, the people that's giving you good game, the people that got your best benefits. They'll turn you against them fast as a motherfucker just to get you caught up into their web, fellas, so they can take control and take lead over you, and you fall for the shit. You know what happens. That's what it is. Y'all see it all the time with dudes around y'all.
totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around
Which we are
someone
primates.
of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't
Crazy.
Hold up, bitch. Hold up. Hold up. So what this woman just got you saying, it's like being a primate. Bitch, we are primates. What the fuck? What are you talking about? It's in my nature to want to be around a woman and get naked. It's in my nature to want to see her naked. It's in my nature to want to come at her in a sexual form. It's in my nature, fellas, to want to make things happen. That's nature. What, I'm supposed to buck nature and go against nature? And this is where all this rainbow and all this other kind of beliefs and shit come in, fellas. This is where they dumb down the men, and they try to dumb down the men, you know what I'm saying, to equivalate themselves with it. And it's not going to happen, fellas. It's in my nature to want to pop that ass. I'm sorry, man. It's in my nature to break you off. It's in my nature to get it in. It's in my nature to holler at you. It's in my nature to spit game. It's in my nature to see where we're going to go from here. It's in my nature to cut your ass off if you're not complying. All these things are in my fucking nature. Who the fuck are you arguing with about that? Me or God? You can't take that to God. It ain't going to happen. He's going to strike you down. You know that. He created this like this, fellas. So you can't allow no woman to let you, you know what I'm saying, see yourself in the frame of beast, like a beast or a monster or some shit, simply because you want what you want what you want. If you want what you want, then you go after what you want, fellas. Just that simple. You don't let nobody talk you out of what you want and what you feel is best for you, fuck nah. If you know that coming at a chick in a sexual form, fella, is the way that you can get her to see you in that light instead of being in a friendship light, instead of being on a light of what you can provide for me and how can you benefit me? You know, you want to see her in that light, in that man versus woman light, in that organic light, fellas. You got to come off in the sexual form. If you don't come off that way, fellas, she can't see you that way. No, she's gonna see you as what? A fucking friend. She's gonna see you as a fan, an IG DM jump in type nigga. She's gonna see you as less than. I'm sorry. So you gotta make your presence be known. You gotta put your masculinity on the line and boss the fuck up, man the fuck up like you're supposed to. Don't let these women, fellas, don't let these women try to manipulate the way you're supposed to be. You a man. No, not at all. Don't let this shit go on. And then guess what, fellas? This is how you know you won in a situation. You know what I'm saying? I did a little consultation a couple weeks ago with this little dude, and he thought that the chick was on some bullshit with him and trying to play him and get. I'm like, nah, bro, she ain't trying to gaslight you and play you, man. Pay attention to the game. Pay attention to everything that was said. Pay attention to how you are. Pay attention to your behavior and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he had to actually cool down and see, like, damn, you won in this situation, man. She ain't gonna come back around because she was trying to manipulate you. You know what I'm saying? She was trying to get him to, basically take her out, come fuck with her. She didn't have a vehicle or some shit, but she had to go do some shit. They young, fella, so she stayed in an apartment complex. She had to go and wash her laundry and do some shit. She wanted him to take her to go do laundry and, do all this type of shit. And I'm like, okay, oh yeah, so I'm like, he like, man, but I'm trying to fuck with her though. I was like, did you let me know you want to fuck with her like that on the sexual tip? He like, yeah, I let him. But she kind of disregarded, was like, oh, you silly, you play too much. Can you take, like, she kind of pushed him off with that. I said, oh, she said that, huh? He like, yeah. I said, so why are you still talking? I said, how long ago was this? Like 2 weeks ago. And you grade take her to, that's why I want to holler at you. I ain't really made up my mind off. I want to really fuck with her like that. I said, don't do it. I said, don't do it. I said, don't fuck with her like that, bro. Ain't nothing gonna happen. He's like, what you mean? I said, cause she don't see you in that form. She told you, you play too much, you silly, or some shit of that form, that little young slang or whatever. And I said, she pushed you off. She ain't fucking with you like that. Then I said, after that, she basically was like, fuck with you, disregard what you wanted. Can you take me to laundromat and do this and that, right? Like, yeah. I said, okay, then. That was her whole stilo, man, is to play games with you. You know what I'm saying? That's our whole stilo, is to play games with you, bro. I told him that. I said, and by that being her stilo, to play games with you and lead you on and utilize you for what she want to use you for, that's how she gonna hit you, bro. And that's how she feel about you. She don't feel you in a sexual way. He like, damn. I said, now, that's the red flag right there a lot of you guys ignore when y'all don't pay attention to what these women say. Y'all think that it's harmless. But fellas, don't look at it as no petty ass cupcake shit, fellas. Like it's something you can just kick around and let go. No, this is how she feel about you. So don't you put yourself out there and try to help this chick out and do things. Hold up, fellas. It's my cousin, man. Hold up real quick. Hold on, give me a second. What's up with it? Yeah. But I was telling, I'm like, I had to let him know. I'm like, nah, man, she basically told you in so many words, she don't feel you in that manner the way you feel her. You wanted to get it in. You came off like that. Your presentation was definitely flattering, flirtatious wise. You trying to make it happen, and she kept pushing you off. She's disregarding you because she want to utilize you for what she want to utilize you for, bro. Now, you want to be around, you still dealing. He like, nah, because he thought that, she was just talking shit, and he thought it eventually happened if he was to go and take her to go and wash her laundry, do all this shit. If he was to go and do these things that she wanted, then that can earn him brownie points to get laid. And he thought that. And I'm like, hey man, who the fuck you thought that from? Who you get this game from, man? You know what I'm saying? Oh man, my pops, you know, the homies, and you know, my one of his friends' big brother was telling him, yeah, man, she need help. She's down and out. If you help her out, man, because that can really get you in the door. No, fuck, that ain't gonna get you in the door, man. It's gonna get you utilized, man. What the fuck you talking about? She got dudes that come over there and lay their pipe on her boat when she want it. You damn right. She got a dude, whoever. You know, she got motherfuckers for that. She don't want you like that. She wants you to be on that beta side. I always told you, fellas, two sides to this shit. She wants you on that beta side. She wants you on that side of where you can provide and help her with things. She don't want you on the sexual life. So he seen it like that, and he say he cut her off, but we don't know, right? But he say, yeah, I ain't, you know, he disregarded and cut her off. That's what you do. You let that shit go. And he said, now he don't get the texts no more. She don't call. Like, she don't be on him like she was. Like, she would try to flirt with him and having him think that something was going to pop. Now none of these things are happening. I said, all that shit stopped. And he was like, yeah, man, you know. I'm like, so what's your concern? You know, you're supposed to stop. She can't utilize you. She can't manipulate you. She know what she can't do. She know what she was set up to do for you. She know what she wanted to do on your ass, and she wanted to get you. But she seen that you peeped through the shit because you over here hollering at me. I'm mentoring him. So she basically, that who the hell he talking to, you know? So he backed up, and so she backed all the way up. She got no use for you, bro. She thought she had you. She see she ain't got you. You slipped the web. Keep it pushing, bro. Don't fuck with her. That was a red flag, and that was a big ass fucking 357 bullet that you ducked, bro. Real game. You had to duck it, because if you didn't let the neck duck that shit, let it hit somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Don't stand in the line of that fire, bro. Hell no, nah, because she gonna get you. And he seen that, and you know, as he say, you know, I told him you won in that situation, bro. You know, she seen she can't manipulate you, so she ran off, and that's good. That's what you want. That's a good thing, bro. And then it opens up the door for those who ain't trying to be on that bullshit. You get it? Those who really want to fuck with you. Because you can't be wasting too much time and energy focused on this right here or trying to fuck with this when this ain't going nowhere. You know, you can be deceived like that, fellas. So pay attention. You know, don't go for this friendship. Fuck what these chicks are talking about. Let's listen to them.
I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
No. That show your insecurities and your manipulation level on how you cannot actually tackle this man with your manipulation and try to get your shit off. That's why you don't want him to be around women. That's why you don't want him to be, you know, have certain friends, or, you know, you want him to confide into you. And, you know what I'm saying? You want him to be just you and him. And fellas, when a woman sets you up for that, I got a cousin that been done like that. You know what I'm saying? He's turned against it. He don't fuck with the family no more because his woman set him up to where it can be just her and him. You don't have no outside influences, no outside friend, no outside support, none of that shit. Just me and you. And guess what? It's him and her. You think she dropped everybody? Fuck no. You think she got rid of people? Hell no. Hell to the fuck, nigga. Women don't get rid of nobody, fellas. They may fall back on talking to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they caught up on fucking with you, or they trying to display to you that they strictly about you. They will morph into what they believe you want and control that situation from there. I'm telling you, fellas, it's that deep. Like, share, and subscribe. Y'all hit the super chat. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the super chat once again. It's that motherfucking deep, fellas. They will morph. That's why you got to watch what you say around these women. Stop telling them what you want. I want someone that's going to be submissive and cooperative. Someone that's going to follow my lead. You know, someone that's going to be there with me. Someone, you know, who ain't going to get up and go to the clubs and go out with their friends and party all night, drink a lot, and, go on girls trip. I want someone that's not gonna do all those things to me. And she'll look at you like, this motherfucker got money, he dressed nice, insecure and weak as fuck, but you know, he wearing jewelry, he got a nice car, he pulled up in something decent outside. He look like he got some shit going. Yeah, I ain't that kind of bitch. I wouldn't even do you like that. If she'd turn around, see all that shit, see all the benefits, and morph right into what the fuck you want her to be. In your face, live and direct. You be like, what the fuck? And you ain't paying attention because you so caught up in your feelings like a biatch that you don't see none of it. You don't see this transaction taking place in your face. She like, oh, I got me one. Damn, okay, yeah, because I ain't that kind of girl. Bitches be doing that. See, I don't know why they be doing that shit to dudes, man, that care for them. I had a friend, you know what I'm saying, that, and then she'd start coming with her stories and shit. I used to tell her, why are you doing them like this? Why? And she'll put she'll go off on a story. Man, these bitches, this bitch go off on a story binge like a motherfucker, start running some bullshit. Like, I had a friend, I used to tell her, don't do that. Don't do him like that. He a good dude. He do this and he do that to you. And then as soon as he dumped her, soon they broke up, now she lost everything. Now she down and out. Now she wish she ever had him again. And then she's boosting your ego. She's feeding into the shit you want. Right? You thinking that, see, that's fucked up. And then you'll instantly click with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Y'all start clicking and, the sex will be there. She'll be texting you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You know what I'm saying? Don't go without texting me. I wouldn't go without texting you. I fuck with you like that. I really care about you. This and that. I'm coming on strong to you, That Harlem Night shit when that old boy met Sunshine. They telling you how you had a tear in your eye like a sucker. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking, okay, everything cool, got this, she got me one. You know what I'm saying? She morph right into what the fuck you want. And then she'll see that she's getting a little bit. Y'all getting these little dates. Y'all going on a dinner. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to hook up all the time. Every fucking week, probably 2-3 times a week, y'all linking up. Y'all having sex. Y'all doing all this shit. Stays consistent as fuck. She got you trapped now. Now that you trapped, what she gonna do? She gonna pull that motherfucker back from you. She gonna back up. Or she feels she got you, she gonna back it up. Other than that, fellas, the only way they'll really back it up is if they ain't getting what they want about the deal. They'll back it up then. Damn, this alpha's just pound town to me. He ain't doing nothing else. Let me go slip away to this beta, see what it is, and come back. That bitch will be ping ponging. But in your situation, right, the bitch will back it up. Boom. Now, when she back it up, you come forward. Remember, she pulled back just to bring you forward. Now she got you pulling forward. Now what's up? Damn, what's up? Now you looking at it like, damn, homie, what's up? She ain't fucking with me no more. Now you start thinking down on yourself. You start becoming insecure. You start losing confidence. You know what I'm saying? Now you look up. You felt like, you know what I'm saying, that, you wore all this jewelry. You wore all these clothes. You know what I'm saying? You went in the gym. You pumped out the fucking gym. You got super big like Arnold in his heyday. Arnold Schwarzenegger, you did all this shit. But what you ain't never worked out was your mouthpiece and your brain. You ain't never worked your brain out. You ain't never paid attention, you know what I'm saying, to what can be done to you simply because you don't know game, simply because you don't have it in you. You ain't never been on motherfucking defense with this shit, man. You always been on offense, on goal. You threw out your jewelry. You threw out all this flash and shit to fuck with these chicks. You fuck with them. You cool. That one particular one came across you, bro, and she got you. And that's how they get you, man. Fellas, that's the way to get you. And when they get you in, when she pull back, you pull forward. Not only that she's bringing more up out of you, fellas, she's going to come with this Joy Taylor shit. This chick that's on here talking, she's going to come with her shit. Why you got your brother around you all the time? He always around, your cousin. These dudes are always boom, boom. And, she's starting to see how you move, and she already know you easily be influenced. She influenced you. She suckered you. She moved your brain. She know you easy. So all it takes is a motherfucker with a little bit of game that come around you that, you know what I'm saying, that school you on some shit, then you can be woke up on her. So she know who not to have you around. So she's going to help you cut every motherfucker out your life. You're going to back up. And then she got you to herself. And when she got you to herself, she's going to hammer your ass. You're going to be in that bitch's purgatory and torment. Real shit. She's going to be getting you. That's how they get you, fellas. And they get you with the consistency of sex, especially when you're weak. If you that strong motherfucker and they feel like they can break you, they're gonna come with what? Consistency of sex, consistency of communication, consistency of texting, consistency of FaceTime, all this shit that you probably got set up, or she wants to have all this shit, man. She's gonna come with, it's gonna be a bundle of this shit. And then it'll stop. When she see that she can't either run you like that, or she knows she can run you like that. Because it'll stop for the benefits of her, or it'll stop because she know that it's just benefiting you. Real shit, fella. You gotta pay attention to this shit. It's out here. It's in your face. Stop just wanting to get laid, fellas. Stop that shit, you know? And a lot of you young fellas out here, I already know, you know, you want to get it in. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to get laid, nothing wrong with having sex and, you know what I'm saying, being in that realm, man, because we, you know what I'm saying, we human beings, fellas. Ain't nothing wrong with none of that, you know what I'm saying? But stop focusing on just getting laid. Stop that shit. And focus on what's best for you and what the fuck you're not going to bring around you, because your program is set tight, signed and sealed. You feel me? Stop that shit. Once a woman see that all you want is to get laid and you ain't swiveling out there, and she'll know that all you want is, because all you do is call and text and see what's up. You trying to, let's go on this day, let's hook up. And she's steady pulling back, steady pulling. She'll know what's up. You know, she know that you want that ass. You know, she ain't stupid. And that's when she can run her shit on you. You know what I'm saying? Stop wanting to get laid, fellas. Ain't nothing wrong with just, you know, holler at, hey, look, check this out. Let's get something popping. You know, if she don't say nothing, you know, hit her back probably another week or two. She don't say nothing, then cancel the bitch out. Get rid of her. You know what I'm saying? That's not chasing. It's not really not pursuing. It's you trying to see what's up so you can cut some shit up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Or bring it into the fold, see what the case may be. Don't show consistency of thirstiness, fellas. You're going to get got like this. This is how they line y'all up. They get you mentally with this old feminine shit and have you thinking that it's okay to cry. It's okay to shed tears. It's okay to come at them and tell everything that's on your mind. It's okay to confess. You know, it's okay to do all this other shit. No, it's not. It's not okay. You're a man. They're women. It's going to go against you. It's supposed to go against you because you ain't supposed to be doing it. Just think back, fellas, just sit back and think about all the homies you had. Your pops, the older people in your life, everybody that confided and confessed and put their all into a bitch. Didn't it bite them? Of course it bit them. And it bit them in the worst way. And that's because they went against the game. You don't supposed to be doing these things, fellas. When you go against the game, it's got something for you. That's like going against God, man. I'm sorry. It's going to get you. And it's going to bite you. And that's what's going to happen, man. You know, real shit. Shouts out to Pedro and everybody else for coming up in here, man. Looking at this shit, showing love, man. Come up in here. You know what I'm saying? Learning a little something, especially you young men out here that need this shit, man. I thank you guys for y'all support. I thank you guys for y'all consistency for coming across, whether you get the notification bell or not. You know, without you guys, I wouldn't have the energy to do this shit because I got other things outside this shit like a motherfucker. That's why I was late today. I was out checking out a property. I had to go have a meeting and shit. I'll be too busy, man, but when I find time to come through and chop it up to y'all, man, I'm definitely going to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can count on me on that. And much love to everybody for coming up in this bitch once again. And I salute. Until next time, holla.